All right, this is you. Okay. What's the name? How you spell it?
It's Elissie.
Elissie?
Yes.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 34.
Okay, and what you do for a living?
I am currently a new doctoral student. I do Christian counseling, and I also do nails on the side.
Okay, so you do nails, and you're a student?
No, I'm a new doctoral graduate.
And you're a new doctoral graduate.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So what I do is I do nails and therapy at the same time. So like my clients for my nail tech clients are also my patients.
Oh wow! So you're a therapist that do nails?
Yes.
Yeah, let me figure that.
Or she a nail tech that gives out therapy. Which
Lord have mercy, man.
However you want to look at it.
Makes sense.
Doctor, but she a nail tech as well.
Please.
I would like to see how one of these sessions go.
It sounds ridiculous.
Oh, I would like to see this.
Shout out, child, getting a feel. Child, let me tell you what happened, girl. I can't talk to her no more. Well, girl, let me tell you, as you filing, the Lord said, take a breath, okay? You want some tea? That's actually unique. I never heard of that before. Is that your niche?
Yes. I mean, when I started doing nails, it's something that just came natural. And it's like every time I had a new client, it's like I was that therapist. It's like probably 90% of people would sit down and just start like crying and just telling me their life. And I'm just like, this is my calling. So I went back to school and that's what I did. Yeah.
I like that. And then also I think a hairstylist. I think hairstylists, shout out to my nail salon child, but they don't speak no English. I'm gonna leave it at that. But actually they're all from Russia. My nail salons in California, they are Russian child. But with my hairstylist, ooh, child, I think hairstylists should get therapy degrees too because they hear all.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to you. Have any kids?
And they see it all. That scalp underneath that there, that hairstylist see all of that underneath there. She see your whole soul, everything.
Kids?
Yes, I have two.
How old are your two kids?
14 and 9.
14 and 9, both by the same man?
No. I have two.
Have you ever been married?
Yes.
When did you get divorced?
2022.
Oh, okay. So you're officially divorced?
Yes.
Okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Virgo.
And where are you calling me from again? Do you live in Vegas? Or are you visiting?
Yeah. Yes, I live in Las Vegas.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Elise, right?
Elissie.
I'm sorry. Elissie. Dr. Elissie.
Yes.
What is your practice? What is your main focus in your doctoral?
My main focus is
like what's your degree? What was your doctoral degree in?
In psychology.
Psychology, got you. Okay. So we got Liz, say it again.
Elissie,
Las Vegas, 34. She's a new doctoral graduate, also does nails. So we're calling her the nail salon therapist officially. Yes. But that's the doctor in the nail salon. Mine of 2 kids by 2 men, was married, is divorced. What kind of man are you looking for?
I'm looking for a man that pays attention to detail, a man that is patient, generous, and know how to know his role as a man. Like know what he's supposed to do without me having to coach him on what to do.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Ooh, child.
Why would you need to coach a man on what to do?
Really?
Like, why?
What would qualify you to listen? Like, y'all got all these failures and all this. Okay, you were 2 for 2 and you was married. We don't know if one of them children was by your husband. So as a man, doing whatever he's doing, coming up, encountering you. Why would he listen to you about what he needs to do to be a man? Like, I don't, a lot of that cachet, women love to do this, try to tell you how to be a man, or excuse me, she's not trying to tell him. She's trying to say he should know how to be a man, implying that she knows what it takes to be a man. Well, if you were so astute and would make men tick and how all that works and goes down, then why your background has all this failure to it? Like, I don't understand that. Like, whatever. They sure they have it's like an automatic leap. Like, they know more about being a man than you do.
And why did I pause it here with Kendra looking like this, and then she got all
Mrs. Ed. You see all 32. Mrs. Ed over here.
All the teeth in the gums. Lord.
So my deal breakers are lazy men, men that suffer from a lot of issues, childhood issues, PTSD, men that are not willing to go the extra mile. You know, like, if I need something done, you should be able to do it without me having to, you know, tell you I need it done. So those are my deal breakers. A man that has too many children, and I know that sounds crazy because I have been a stepmother before, but I don't see myself, you know, dealing with a man with a lot of children, especially when I want more, you know?
Okay. So you want more kids. So he can have 2 kids like you?
Yeah, he can have 2, but he's like 5, 6, 7. Oh no, I can't do that. Yeah. That's a deal breaker.
Yeah.
If talking with your teeth was a person.
So you got the Tia Kemp syndrome.
Right. I mean, they are pretty and white, beautiful. Though. She got beautiful teeth. It's just, it's
that bite. Like, you got that Mr. Ed, like, you know what I mean?
It's like it's a lot 32. Of gums and whatnot, but pretty teeth though. She's pretty white and whatnot. She said she like a man that go the extra mile. You got to know what to do before she even tell you what to do. So let's say a man told a woman that you better know what to do. I shouldn't have to tell you. These women would be in an uproar.
Wigs would be flipped. If you
How dare he tell me what to do? This is my angry modern woman voice. How dare he tell me what to do? I'm a strong, independent Black woman.
That's how they sound too.
It went a little bit Southern on the end, but I can't help that. I mean, they would be in an uproar. So I don't know. It just sounded egregious to say that. Like, why you have to say that? Like, he got to know what I want. Men cannot read your mind.
Not at all. They want women. Like, to be quite honest, low key, when they describe these what they want, just listen to them good. They want women.
I think
they sound like.
It sounds like she needs a man to anticipate her needs. Like, that's another way. Like, okay, let's say, okay, I need my hair done. You know that I'm getting towards the end of this wig. I want you to give me a few $100s because you anticipate that I need that few $100s to go get me a new wig. I'm just saying.
Right. And then you also got to add on. See, here's the creep part. Now she done took a couple psych classes down at Rashonda Johnson University. So now she think, okay, I can read the field and I'm one step ahead and you're supposed to do this. And she's reading you the whole time.
Yes. And psychoanalyzing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the creep part.
Yeah. I mean, some professions you can't help but to bring it home. I don't think you turn off being a therapist. It's certain things you just can't turn off. You're a firefighter. If you see somebody in trouble, even on your off day, you still gonna run in that building. Just like a cop. A cop is still gonna try to save the day or save people, even if he's off duty.
Right.
So this therapist,
she's in your head. Yep. Right. You relaxing and all that.
Exactly. The way you said that to me, Carl. Are you are you, you still got some hidden mommy issues, don't you?
See, and you heard it.
That
You heard it in her deal breakers and all that.
right.
Unresolved traumas and PTSD, all that's therapy terms that they use
Exactly.
without the classes. So her little half a semester down at the local, like, come on, man. You know that's because she's gonna be running that on you heavy. And come on, get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Should he make a certain amount of money?
He has to make enough to take care of himself first and me and our children, of course, because I feel like a man should lead my household, and I feel like in order for him to do that, he has to make a certain amount of money, and then especially where you live at. I live in Las Vegas, so you can't be making.
Nah.
Go ahead.
So the expectation is, so you want marriage now, of course.
Yes.
No? Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So was that the expectation for your children's dads too?
Yes. The only difference between now and when I dated years ago is growth. Growing up wanting different things. And my ex-husband was older than me, so my expectations in my 20s is not my same expectations in my 30s. You kind of learn what you will accept and what you will not accept, and then you go from there.
I absolutely agree, but the expectation is for him to be a provider for your two other kids too.
Yes, because if he has children, I'll be provided for his children too.
Okay, so when you
say
provider, you just mean as an emotional or financially?
Emotional, financial, everything. I feel like he should be a provider. I run into a lot of men that don't want to provide. A lot of men that I do run into, they want women to do 50-50. Like, okay, we are working together. Okay, that's one thing, but they actually want a woman to do just as much as them, and that's just not what I'm accepting. I'm not accepting a man that feels like he don't have to come.
Ma'am,
listen.
Go ahead, man.
Please,
go ahead.
You can't lower your value and raise the bar. You can't do that. Like, this is what they try to do. She's slick, try to do, it's what I will accept, and now I know what I want, and the bar is here, but it wasn't there in your 20s. So you got to think about where you're going. And if he doesn't want to provide, they're apprehensive to provide. No, men don't want to provide for other men's children. Secret, spoiler alert, it's not something that men want to do. If it comes along with the package, if they want the package, then they'll take it. But as a rule of thumb, like, why would he want to do that? The way she said, like, he can't have 5, 6 kids. A man, the way she feels about a man having 5, 6, whatever, 7 kids, whatever the number she used, men feel like that about you too. So it's not even. She's talking about, I'm going to provide for them. What? If you could provide for his kids, you could provide for your own damn kids. Women being stepmothers and men being stepfathers, in the way that they explain it, are two totally different walks of life. Like, if as a woman, I'm not gonna tell you what to accept and what you should do and all that. That's up to the woman in question. But I'm just speaking from the man's perspective. She said it like 5 kids. That's crazy. That's what a man would say. Oh, she got 2 kids. That's a lot. So yeah, he would be apprehensive to provide for somebody else's children. Now, if y'all had children, I don't know what the split would be, the dynamic, whatever. I don't know if he would be apprehensive if it was his own children. That's a story, that's something different. But you have children, you're coming in with your value lowered. Again, you lowered your value and you raised the bar. I'm not saying you have no value. You're a mother and you were a wife, so you were valuable to somebody. But when you juxtapose that to somebody new coming in, your value went down, but you're trying to raise the bar. And they always do this. It's like, y'all gotta get that in y'all mind. You can't do that. So either you bring the bar down a little bit because you have a couple kids or whatever's your attachments or whatever's the situation, or stay where you were to have that value. Am I making sense? Get down there in the comment section if y'all agree or disagree. Y'all know how we do. I'm just saying, like, this doesn't make sense. You cannot lower your value and raise the bar.
and she just sat up here and talked about all these degrees and stuff she got. She probably got an incredible amount of student loan debt that she probably wants you to pay off. She got a doctorate's degree and all of that. She's gonna be a therapist and a nail tech. So you went out there and got all your degrees, and that money cannot be bought. You can't bring that money into the household to help. Y'all get stuck on this 50-50 and all of that. Y'all don't even know what that means. I explained it in a previous video. Y'all don't even know what that means. And then you have all these degrees in all these jobs, but why? How is that being beneficial to the family? Y'all go seek degrees and jobs for your own self-interest. Then you want to be married. I'm not saying don't get degrees and don't go for the job, but it has to be a benefit instead of a liability. Those student loans you bringing is a liability. Those kids you bringing is a liability.
Yep.
Like y'all, it doesn't click in y'all's mind. Like what men has been telling you this, they don't want this.
I don't get it.
So you just like you're not even trying to alleviate. Look, they're not going to be a liability to you because you don't even understand that it is a liability. You just sat up here and said all of this about these degrees. A man would immediately think, how much student loan debt are you in? Yep. And they finna make everybody start paying back. And that they started to, garnish your wages and stuff. Nah.
Well, things getting tight, man. You can't bring all that financial liabilities to a man that you want to provide and have an open wallet for you. You just can't do that.
So you just can't.
It's tight. It's too tight with the times we're in right now. Inflation is up, tariffs. Come on, man. You know what's coming down the pipe.
You got to carry your own weight, Mel. Like
for sure.
You got all the degrees and jobs to do it. So
I'm saying
come to the table providing. Because one thing about me is I'm going to bring something to the table.
No,
and I'm going to work with you. But at the same time, I want you to already know that you're going to be a provider if you're coming into my life.
Okay. Now you got divorced. What happened there?
So with my divorce,
I guess the question is they're asking.
I think that we grew apart, and I think it was the age. And
so why would
we wanted two different things. I wanted to continue to do certain things, and he wanted to stay where he was. So, and I think that's what it was. It was just us growing apart. We were he was a lot more older than me. So I think that's what it was. Just growing apart, wanting more in life, and then having a partner that didn't want to grow with me. I think that's what it really was.
Okay. And was he the father of one of your children?
Yes.
Okay.
Why does your growth is so dependent or codependent on his growth? He might be where he want to be in life. You said he's older. Like you might still be growing, but as you grow, he need to continue to grow. He might already hit.
I was grown when you got here.
Right. He got to his career goals. He didn't hit what he's supposed to do in life. Like, why are y'all not understanding that?
And everybody ain't gonna believe. I mean, a therapeutic nail technician. I don't know if that was her dream or whatever she was trying to do. Maybe he didn't see the vision. I can't get with that. Or I'm not gonna sponsor that. Kendra was gonna ask her. We're gonna find out if he was a provider or not. But I mean, if he had what you want, if you was looking for a provider then, and you looking for a provider now, then why you out? Why you didn't stay with the provider you had? See, it'd be so much BS and this rhetoric.
The other part of it is, let's say he wasn't growing and he didn't hit where he's supposed to be. Was he stopping you from being what you were supposed to be?
Two different things.
Did he stop you? Him not growing and him stopping you is two different things.
Yep.
It really is. Like for all we know, he might have encouraged her. Yeah, go on and do it.
Right.
But that doesn't have nothing to do with me. I'm good where I'm at. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop you from you achieving your dreams.
Mm-hmm. And then, or it could be one of those, you know how these women feel about older men. Like, of course he's going to age. He might have been, let's say he was 30 something when you met him, and now he's 50. Like, they got this thing about older men. You know how they feel about older men. It probably was one of those kind of things. Like, yeah, we grew apart because you still young and hot in the ass, and he's older, more mature, slowing down to a certain extent, settling down, like in his life per se. And it doesn't look appealing. They don't like old men. They like what older men can do for them.
Yeah.
So once he aged up a little bit, and now it's like, oh, I'm still 30 something. I don't even know how old she is, but I'm just saying, let's say hypothetically, oh, I'm 35. He's 51. Now you're ready to bounce out. Like, they got this whole stigma if it works or whatever's the case. You know, we hear y'all watch the show. Y'all know what I'm saying. They got this whole big thing about older men. So they want what he can do for you. When you were 25, he was stable and you didn't have probably nothing, or you came in with a child already because you only had one with him. Now you see how this works? They use dudes to get to certain milestones or points in their life, and then they discard them. That'd be what happened. Oh, we grew apart, and that you was never really on it from the jump. He was always the age gap you met him with is always going to be the age gap that y'all gonna have. I.e., if I met you and I was 10 years older than you, I'm gonna always be 10 years older than you. You're not gonna catch up to me. So why would it be an issue? It's 10 years later that he's 10 years older than you than it was when y'all first got up. Like, come on, y'all just gotta listen and pay attention. Like, they ain't not fooling nobody. Like,
and I don't agree with this growing apart. I don't think that exists. I think people are using that as an excuse, because I don't think wives grow apart from their husbands. I just don't think so, because for her to be a wife, that means she's submitted to the mission. Submission underneath the mission.
Bingo.
So she's submitted to the mission. She's submitted to the man. So the things that she do should be in alignment with that man and with the mission.
Yep.
How do you grow apart from that?
I say that they were misaligned from the jump. That's how that works. They never were locked in.
Yeah, probably so.
Like, that's what I get out of that. Because if we were locked in at the outset, how do we grow to a different degree? Or we start at the same destination. We're supposed to be going the same way. How are we going in opposite directions all of a sudden? Somebody wasn't on the same page as the other. That's what I think.
And I agree. I think that's probably what it is. Like, if they really do grow apart, that y'all were never locked in the beginning.
Period.
And he was a provider? Did he fit that role?
Yes, he was.
Okay, cool. All right. So that's what I say I've learned from the show. There are men who are okay with being providers. Two things. I mean, a lot of men that are, when they're looking for wives to have children, I mean, a lot of men who are willing to provide in that accord, right? So these are men who at times are looking to start a family.
Kendra,
so they're willing to provide in that way. Then I would say, I don't think what you're asking for is unrealistic. I understand from the woman's perspective, but the caveat has to become is the man has to make enough money to provide, right? So for you already have 2 kids. Let's say he has a kid and then you want more kids. So in this mindset, this man has to be able, can he afford to provide for 5 people, right? So there's a certain salary that comes in mind with that. So I think that these are the things of the mindset. Shout out to Zach Book. He's one of the men who taught me this mathematical thing, that men who are providers, who know what it takes to be a man, right? So this is what can happen sometimes. Sometimes you can price yourself out, or a man might be like, I don't mind being a provider. I just can't provide that much, right? Like, my budget is $70K. So that's what I got. That's what it is. I do well with myself. I got 1 child. I could probably add you and maybe one more person to that, but you're going to have to contribute too. So I think that it all sounds great, right? And this is just an educational moment, things that men have taught me. Now there are some men who just don't want to be providers. We ain't talking about y'all, right? We ain't talking about y'all who don't want to contribute. Who don't really feel like you want to provide for the family. I'm talking about men who take that serious and want to do it. The question becomes, okay, can I afford that for that woman? And do I want to do that for that woman?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
That's what it
me. This
men
is
have
disgusting. Go ahead, Queen.
men have been telling y'all that they don't want to provide for other men's children. Again, what are y'all not understanding? I don't think it's not a man that I know that wouldn't provide for his own family, his own wife and children.
I mean,
Like
that's nature.
that is his
nature.
family. But to go out and provide for another man's children, she's sitting here
Stretch.
asking a man to provide for her.
No.
And
no, let me correct you, Queen. She demanded. She said,
right.
"You're gonna be a provider." Like that's what she said. So not asking, I'm telling you what you
So
gonna
she's
do.
out here demanding a provider for her and her 2 kids. I don't think single moms should have a right to demand, let alone ask for a man to fully provide. What you get is what you get because you had a provider. And if the father of your children is not taking care of your children, you should have picked better.
And you're gonna expect somebody else to do this. We're gonna
like
get somebody else to do it.
You have the unmitigated gall to ask a man, "Hey, I'm coming with 2 kids. Can you take care of us?" My baby daddy, he don't take care of us. He just left us out here just to fend for ourselves. Go ask your baby daddy for that provision. Again, we got to take it even a step further back. You should not be having babies with these men and they ain't got the proper level of provision. That's who you needed to demand provision from, your baby daddies. I'm not having children for you and your provision ain't up.
The disgusting part for me is we sitting here with these two talking about providers this and providers that, and if men don't want to do this and 50-50 and all this. Listen, like y'all the ones saying y'all got all this damn money. If he gotta be the provider, what are you doing with your money? Why you being this? You going to school incurring debt. You're coming up with creative ways to make money for what? To put it in your pocket for somebody else to come and take care of your kids and everything else. Like y'all want traditional. Y'all want the traditional experience, but y'all modern as all hell.
Exactly.
Y'all more modern than the new iPhone. But you want this old school existence where somebody else, white knight, come in and take care of all the bills and all that. Now 50-50, look at y'all lifestyle. Look what y'all want to do. You talking about $2,000 in hair and all that. Y'all better go 50-50. Y'all bring in all the goddamn expense.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like you got all them jobs and you got kids and stuff. You should be paying some type of bills.
Something.
You don't get 100% provider. I'm sorry. You bring in more mouths to the table, and you talking about, or you demanding that he got to pay for all of this. Are you freaking serious? Now, woman without kids, look, she's bringing herself to the table.
Right.
That's one mouth.
Right. And things of that nature.
That is one mouth to feed. And, we know that there's other factors into that, but I'm just talking about how many mouths she's bringing 3 mouths to feed to the table and demanding 100% provider. And she got all these jobs. She's bringing liabilities and sitting up here with the nerve. Whatever you get, if he pay 70, if he pay 50, if he pay 30, I think you should take it. Whatever you get.
It's all the help. It all the help. Lower that bar, man. Y'all gotta stop. We need to stop. Let's get back to reality. Then y'all got numbers and prices. He got to make 250. Y'all selling it. Like, come on. He's the buyer. He's gonna dictate what his money's worth and how much he's willing to provide for you or spend on you. Not you. You don't dictate that with 2 kids in debt. Come on, man. This is crazy, man. Let us continue.
Really is. People don't understand that. A lot of people will say, "Oh, he has to make this and that," but like I see some of the comments, you know, like, "Oh, how can she afford this?" First of all, I have multiple streams of income. Number two, I am retired military, but I also know how, you know, to put my money where it can multiply. So yeah, but needing a man is something that I feel like every woman needs. I mean, I feel like I hear women say all the time, "I don't need a man,"
sneak
and I
this.
feel like, I mean, I need a man.
Here goes the
I
sneak
mean,
this.
I'm not speaking for anybody else, but I need a man because I feel like when you're in a unit with a man and a woman and children and a family unit, it works better. I mean, we can say we can be independent all we want, et cetera, but especially Black women, a lot of us don't know how to be submissive.
Unit.
A lot of us don't know how to be wives, but at the same time, we want this type of man. So with me, I need a man. I want a man. I want him to provide, and I'm okay with being submissive to the right man.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam. You talking that talk, girl. You was already prepared, so you already got A+ for me for just being prepared.
Let me scoot it back. I'm gonna set it up a little bit so you can see me. I wasn't expecting you to pick me today. This is my first time actually.
That's what they always say, child. I
wasn't ready, but I stay ready, so I have to get ready.
Girl,
right.
bye.
So
that's right. Oh, you look like you small. Okay, got that. Okay.
Let me get the legs. You want to see the legs?
Ooh, you know, you can tell when somebody let their body because they'll do an extra Kendra Cam. Okay, we see the legs. Okay, booty tight. Okay, you look small too.
Oh, a little.
The way Kendra be hooping and hollering, booty tight, body on fleek.
Telling you, Kendra got a lot of cat breath tendencies out here, man. I'm just saying, man. Call a spade a spade.
She just love. Ooh. Kendra, we're gonna continue.
You know, black makes you look small. Yeah, I'm 5'2".
Okay, now that's what I mean. I can tell you for sure. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Pronounce your name again. Please don't kill me.
It's Elissy.
So Elissy. Okay.
Elissy.
I spelled it, but I knew I was about to say it wrong. Elissy.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
When was your last relationship?
In 2022. Yeah.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I'm not gonna answer that.
3 flaws you have to work on.
3 flaws I need to work on is patience. Mostly patience, because my patience is so slim. I guess. Oh, that's it. I can't think of nothing else right now.
Ma'am.
This is my patience with everything. Patience with stupidity. Patience with people they have poor time management. Patience. I just don't have patience for certain things, and I think that's just who I am. You know, like I don't have time for it.
Okay.
Like you didn't have patience for your ex-husband? That's the exact same way she's not gonna have patience for your behind. Go in there and see what happened. I told you to take out the trash.
Followed by a psychological analysis after that.
You just told me to take out the trash 15 minutes ago, but I want it done now.
Crazy.
I can't stand when nobody doesn't anticipate my needs. You're supposed to know that trash is supposed to go out.
Yep.
I shouldn't have to tell you to take the trash out. This is what you're in for.
You don't want it. Refrain.
You can change that light bulb. It's gonna be the same thing. I have to do everything around here myself. I am a PhD.
And you know what else is part of that? Like you're gonna have to deal with that, and you're gonna have to be compared to what was already done. Like now she's raising the bar, so now you got obstacles to jump over that you didn't even know was there. Like, it's insane, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Why?
Oh wow, that's a great question. I feel like a guy would be lucky to be with me because I bring a lot into a man's life,
You ain't
and
said
a lot of
nothing yet.
times, men they need people like us. They need women like us. So he's lucky
You
to be with
need
me
people like
because
me.
it's a lot that I can do. You know, like
And what is
my
that?
hands can get dirty, or I can be a girl that
Sexual.
sit down and let you do what you need to do.
What
It's
would that do
nothing
for
I
him?
don't know how to do. I love cooking. I love cleaning. I love just making sure like whoever I'm attached to is on the same page. I love taking care of
No,
people.
you
So
didn't.
I feel like I just bring a lot to the table. And I know when to shut up.
Let's break that down. What? Okay.
But she been running her mouth all video, like, but she know how to shut up.
You know
Girl, bye.
everything, but you ain't got no man. You in the city of Las Vegas, smiling, all the pretty teeth and all that you got going on. You say you got the perfect, and I'm the haven, and I know when to shut up. I'm submissive and all. Why you ain't got no man? Somebody tell me that.
And she know how to stay on the same page.
Mhm.
She was not on the
Mhm.
same page as your
What happened to
ex-husband.
that? Because she didn't want to be. She never was. Like she used dude. Like they be using dudes, man. Like the worst thing, not the worst thing, but you see it as a man when you've been in it, and you can kind of diagnose it. Like she used homie to get to whatever position or milestone that she wants to get to. They stepping stone, monkey branch is the term. She monkey branched off homie.
Right.
And then all of a sudden it was, oh, he was good enough for you. He took you in when you had a baby. You gave him one, married him, whoop, whoop, and now all of a sudden you grew up. I wonder what's the timeline. I don't remember how old the kids was. And all that.
The kids is 14 and 9.
And you've been divorced since 2022. Please.
And man. I wonder if the ex-husband, he might have paid something towards her education. You know, maybe she don't have student loans. Maybe he did help pay for the education, and she did there. But they did get a divorce in 22, or unless she used the money from the divorce. Man, she could have used that for the degree as well. So I don't know.
We don't know. The finesse is real. So just know that. Like, he was older and all this. That's what she said. She didn't say nothing bad about him. She said she didn't say he hit her. She didn't say he cheated, which they would never. They not gonna not say that. They ain't gonna say that to protect whatever you got going on or your good name. They'll throw it on you. But she couldn't say nothing bad really about the man. She said they grew apart and he was older.
Yep.
That should tell you everything you need to know.
Okay, so when are you supposed to shut up?
You supposed to when your man say shut up.
Look at this one. Look at this one here.
No,
well,
what
I
I mean by
well, hold on.
Look at this one here.
Hold on, pause.
Look at the feminism.
A man shouldn't tell you to shut up.
Not for real. Tell me shut up. You know what I mean by that. What I mean by that is
that's why I'm asking you. When are you supposed to shut up?
What I mean by that, like shut up. That term, what I mean by that is like when it's time to be quiet, it's time to be quiet.
That's what shut up means.
When it's time to talk, it's time to talk. Like I said, I feel like a man should lead, meaning that I should be able to be quiet and you should be able to speak up when needed to be, because I will speak up, but I want my man to allow me to be able to be silent so that he can speak up.
Okay. Okay, no, I get it. I think another way is to like pick your battles.
Yeah.
I think there's some battles not worth fighting, so you just let it go. But the men giving you okays, men like to hear stuff like that. I know when to shut up. Okay. Well, you got some cool points with the guys with that one. Let's do it. What's your name on the Kendra G singles dating app?
It's my name, Elissi.
Okay,
ELISSI.
I'm gonna have you spell it again. Oh wait, I think I wrote it down. ELISSIE. Okay, Doctor. Ooh, blonde. What? We got different looks. Black girls you never know what our hair gonna look like. Okay,
right? Wigs.
Why she look different in every picture?
Don't blame.
Pantsuit, boss chick, pantsuit. Lord.
Stay with it. Okay. Don't.
She look different there. What is that? Snake skin?
Makeup. Yeah, Cobra. Wearing that Cobra.
Makeup. I want to see the blonde again. Is the blonde gonna come up again?
Jesus.
There go another look.
The guy said she a winner.
That's a filter. There, okay, there we go. Blonde. Lord.
That's not even the same person. What are y'all doing?
She's incredibly lighter here. And then maybe it's the blonde, the platinum blonde. That's not just blonde, that's platinum. Maybe it's making her skin tone lighter. I don't
know, man.
She's looking like Yandy right there.
I get that all the time. I get Yandy and K. Michelle all the time.
Like Yandy. You don't look nothing like K. Michelle.
You look like Mr. Ed.
All right, so fellas.
Facts.
She know how to shut up when the time is needed.
Hey, that's all she heard.
Her name is Dr. You can search her by her name, Dr. Elisi.
Yes. That's my name.
You said it.
Yes, finally.
So you search DRELISSIE, DRELISSE. You can shoot your shot, fella. She's speaking your language.
No, she not.
I'm gonna show you how to shoot. I'm gonna say, "Hey, girl."
And not yet. No,
so you can send. You also send voice messages too. So
yeah, I got it.
You just gotta see how that fast. So right there, you can send her a message, a DM. You'll get it fast, or you can scroll down and push the heart or the star, or send her a gift. I am a sapiosexual. I am a
You know what? We done. I don't want to hear her read through, and we just went through an interview.
Christ.
God.
She's speaking their language. Now she gonna get some hits, but it ain't for what you think. It's for straight clapping. Like ain't nobody got no time for that. Like, yeah, they're giving a thumbs up and all that. She gonna get exactly. She ain't gonna get what she looking for. She gonna get some hollers. Sure, dude's gonna creep up and all that and go in the DMs and all. You already tell them what you're looking for. So yeah, a little game here and there. They're gonna try to get some cheeks. That's about it. Like I don't think nobody really signing up for that. And y'all be too fake. Like y'all like use makeup and all the accoutrement. Like use that with caution. When you put the whole fake, whole everything on like that, it's not attractive to I think the men that you want to attract. If that makes any sense. Like it might be attractive to some, and they'll go clap. But dudes, I don't know, like this overly made up. I don't, not the dudes that y'all looking for. So I don't know, man. Prospects for some clapping, somebody will probably holler. But you got 2 kids. You told the prospective man he's gonna be a provider and business, like doing a little bit too much, man. I don't know. God bless her, man. We'll see. There's always to be somebody to go over there, but again, like I said earlier. When you have these babies and these mouths to feed and attachments, and then you telling a man he's got to come in and provide. Now we talking about kids, you and your lifestyle, plus whatever he got going on. Like, I mean, that's something that could be daunting to a man. Like dudes don't want to do that. If he gonna take you in and create a family and provide with you, for you and his family, that's one thing. But you bringing in mouths, debt, all this other stuff, man, and that's not what dudes want to do. So again, like you might want to lower that bar a little bit. I'm sorry, you got money. You said you got all these streams of income and revenue coming in. Like, what you need a provider for? I don't know, man. I'm gonna turn it over to Queen, let her cook, and then we'll close it out from there.
And let me just say this: she got all these degrees, she got all these jobs. And I mean, I think we can pretty much guess that she got some student loan debt and probably some personal debt as well. So, I think the question needs to be asked. Okay, you got the job, you got all of that, and you probably got some debt. How are you going to pay off that debt? Because just don't bring liabilities. Just don't bring debt to it. Like, I mean, maybe if you had a plan, ma'am, to explain that, and not even just her, just women in general. If you had a plan to explain, I got some student loan debt, but I work and I'm currently got a plan to pay that off and stuff like that. Because you bringing liabilities and asking for a provider, and we're just talking about the loan. The kids is another liability. Like maybe that'll go over a little bit better. And I really feel like you got kids. You should be taking care of your own kids. And the baby father needs to be contributing as well. Like, go find him. Now, you know, he's your husband. He might take care of the house just in general. But to sit here and demand for it, like, you should be lucky for what you get at this point. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man, that's true.
And you should be coming in. Look, I got debt. I got kids, but I got a job as well. So I can handle my liabilities that I'm bringing to the table. I can negate that. I can pay for that.
It's a fact.
And just for the guys that's watching, what would y'all think if a woman had, let's just use the student loans. If she had student loans or personal loans and she said, you know, I got a career, I got a job. I understand that that's a liability, but I'm willing to pay that off myself. I'm not requiring you to pay that off. Is y'all okay with that? Are y'all okay with paying her student loans, you know, debt? Just drop down the comments and let us know. But I'm just thinking maybe that'll be a way to negate that. You know, it is a liability. You know, you can't just bring liabilities to the table and not have any type of solution for it. Because men are voicing their opinions about these things. So I'm not saying it's going to work 100% of the time, but at least you know what you're bringing to the table that may not go over so well with the men. I mean, you do want to attract men, and this is what the men are saying. They not dealing with these types of things.
I think it's more of the demand. Like you're placing demands, and he's gonna do this and he's gonna do that. Like maybe you should let him do it willingly. Like let him willingly help you with your loans or willingly
I can see that as
provide for your children. Like that might be different. Like maybe he'll bless you. He's the men are the ones spending and providing. So how do you set the price? You can't.
Right.
Like it's what he's willing to offer, extend himself, provide, or whatever, what he can afford, what he's willing to put forth. Those are two separate things, but you know what I'm saying. He's the one giving. So how are you going to tell him what you know what I mean? What you satisfactory to you? Like you the one needy per se in this scenario. You take not what you get, but let him offer to help you be that man or offer to be that in your life. When you make a sharp line, you gonna do this. Like it comes off. It's partly what you're saying and how y'all are saying it. And again, he's supposed to help you with your loan for a career that's not going to help his lifestyle because he's got to provide and you're going to put it in your pocket. Like, that's
a liability. And, you know, to piggyback off of that, it maybe if the career and the degree was contributing to the household, maybe he would be willing. Okay, yeah, I see that you invested in yourself. I'm willing to help you pay that. Maybe so. I can't speak for the men, but I'm just saying, you know, y'all can drop down in the comments and let us know
fellas,
if y'all
chime in,
if
fellas.
y'all agree with that. You know, if her degree and her job is contributing to the household, are y'all willing to help her pay off her loans? Her student loans and stuff like that. So there's just some questions.
I think it'd be an easier pill to swallow.
Yeah, that's just some questions. Let's get the men's perspective on this.
Right.
You know, I could just throw out from the woman's perspective, this is maybe a way to negate it, but let's see what the men say if they rocking with that.
For real, definitely. You know, so we're gonna leave it right there. You guys heard what we think. More importantly, we want to know what you guys think. So jump down there in the comment section. Let us know if you agree, disagree. If we were on base, off base. You know, we have 360-degree thinkers on this platform. Free thought, always promoted, celebrated, #1 here. Leave a like on your way out. Sub up if you so choose to. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we drop some more of these bangers. Now, we appreciate y'all for coming out this evening. We thank y'all for the engagement on these videos and as of late. And y'all be super safe out there. We'll catch y'all on the next one.